Busana, you're tuned in from Mombasa, and you say promises. Okay, where did that go? You say promises are easy to make and takes a lot of determination and commitment to see them come through. It is, however, better not to make them than make them and not keep them.
Wow.
I know, right?
That's amazing. Beauty, it is that it's not a proverb.
Yeah, I guess it's just a thing.
Right?
I guess it's just a thing. But yeah, that's definitely true, Peter, and thank you for that. This morning, Rob and Bogo is tuning from Mombasa. Jennifer Atenias and Asema Leo Kunendaje. My sister, I don't tell you, it's like we're in the twilight zone. I don't know what's going on. But there's certain things. The minions who come here at night then leave us a little gift when you come in the morning because everything seems to be out of whack. But the genius is sorting that out in the name of EVE.
Yeah.
Jennifer says, good morning, Karibu Sana. Say hi. The whole Spice family, thank you for being here every morning. Tibbs Muge is tuned in and says, good morning, Spice team. David Mangera, good morning. Welcome back. Did you bring palm wine? No, but I had it. I did not bring it, but I had it. Christina says, good morning. Good morning to you. Leo says, hello, Princess Ndwana Osido. Who will compensate Kim graduates from 2018? Can we talk about that for a minute? Because what are you saying? In the last 7 years, 8 years, that essentially you've been graduating students who should not have graduated, or what?
Quite an unfortunate scenario, Ndu. And we hope that the institution and the government, particularly the TVETA authority, will do something about it.
Yep, because I'm sorry, people have paid fees, people have graduated, people have entered into careers based on their certification.
And you know, it is at this point that sometimes... the other side of the work that I do, I ask people to write to the ombudsman. Yeah, because that's really the last point of call. Yeah. When you feel aggrieved by any government agency. TVETA authority is a government agency. Kim is also a registered institution.
Yes, it is.
Right, and let them give you a response.
And something needs to be said. The silence is not going to help anybody.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
That's for sure. Sarah Kilonso says, good morning, Team Spice. Wakenya Water. There's an N before the DU. So it's Ndu. And Zora is saying, kuna mandamano ama? Well, let's see. Luhimbo says, good morning, tuned in from Dar. Welcome back. Mtoto wa Kimfalme, Ndu Asante Sana. Every time I think about our political class and how they think and act, I wonder what does the future hold. Well, you have to be ready for it with whichever way. That's one thing that we can't run away from. Eric Orr says, good morning, guys. Good morning to you. Good morning, everyone. Aseto, where is she? He is... so Aseto lost his aunt and he had to go and attend that funeral, so he's away for that.
Sorry.
So you're asking where is she? Or you're asking where I am? I'm here. If she's back, mgote and tell her ODM wamemwa. Wamemwa nini? Oh, wame nuna. Oh, Vinoma.
Wanataka power.
Hey, those are a lot of consonants to deal with this morning.
Yeah.
Wamenuna Vinoma. Okay. Anyway, huku Bondo, kuna joto, usiku na kanairoje. It's raining, it's pouring. I don't know if the old man is snoring, but hey.
Yeah.
Eric, good morning to you. Good morning, John, Mr. Osido from Toronto. Wanda, good morning to you. It's 11 p.m. and I have an early rise tomorrow. But before I go to bed, I must say hi to the best show on air. My sister, you got it right.
Oh, yeah.
And even as you sleep, for those few hours, may your sleep be deep and may your rest be fulfilled because you chose to start off the day with us.
Amen.
Asante Sana. Henry, good morning. Good to see you back. Thank you so much. While you were away, Ebindu Bichenjanga.
Vindu Vichenjanga. Things normally change.
Oh, things went all right?
Yeah, that looks like Luya. Vindu is things.
Yes. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, I think I've heard something like that before.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So, and things still seem to be happening.
Yeah.
Yesterday was the ODM Youth Convention, and people maybe have a different opinion than they did a few weeks ago. Let me tell you a thing about politics. If you put your heart into it, you will be hurt. If you follow with this blind allegiance on something that is fickle in nature, that could change tomorrow with the winds of time, my friend, you will be hurt. You will be hurt.
You blow it like... And you know what? The more they change, the more they remain.
The same. The same. The same. Fiery Red says, good morning, Duanosido. Glad live stream is up. It is. Tuesday is Tuesday. One day, breeze go blow and foul nyash go open. I'm telling you, maybe that day. I see, and I remember, of course, CT said that, tried to say it. So that was always a very funny rendition, and I remember I laughed for days, probably, about that. And I think it's good that we can remember. Ndu, okay. Mohammed Noor, Ndu doesn't have an O. It doesn't have one O. Neither does it have two O's. It has one U after the D.
NDU.
I mean,
Undu.
I swear, you guys actually amaze me. I really thought that all the derivatives of my name had been expended.
Yeah.
No. Everybody, every day.
You get baptized.
It's on screen. My name is actually on the screen at the moment. NDU. Take a screenshot, something, write it down. I would have, Ndu.
But there's an O somewhere, right?
No, there isn't actually.
No, after the Ndu.
My surname starts with O.
But that's probably what they're saying.
No.
That there's an O after the U.
Why are you explaining for them? I don't understand.
I withdraw with due respect.
Yeah, so, but I hear what you're saying. You're tuning from Guangzhou, and too much promises in just 5 years. I mean, it still continues. Young Jedi says, good morning, Spice family. Mikopoa tukopoa kabisa. Sabalheri, and that's a greeting. Team Karibu Nyumbani Asante Sana. Live stream delay. It is well, oh. Papa Ogutu, but it is back. Washo Gatoto, good morning. Welcome back. I missed you. I missed you too. I've actually had the privilege of meeting Washo at the funeral service of my good friend Edward Quach. It was good to see you there, Washo. So I'm glad that you're tuning in every day. Wanda, Ndu, I hope we will not see any butcherization of your name for the rest of this week. My sister, that's why they pray God I beg, because I don't understand.
Yeah.
But butcherization is a fun word, Wanda. Drift Session says, good morning and good day, team. Soraya Brown, good morning, Spice team. My favorite program on planet Earth. You see, planet Earth. Go to the galaxy. Welcome back, Asante San. I hope you have a wonderful time with your family and friends. I did. Say hello to Osido. Osido, you've been greeted.
Thank you so much, Asante.
Mohammed Nur says, I'm sorry, dear Ndu Oko. Correction. Thank you so much. Desmond has said it's a call me Ndu Okoth. It is not Okoth. Young Jedi.
Welcome to the village.
Good Lord.
Madam Okoth.
Young Jedi says, Ndu, the fact that some regions of the chat still miss your name is hilarious. It is actually hilarious. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Mary Kenya says, good morning, Spice, tuned in from Los Angeles, the city of angels. Aaron says, Ndu, how is the city situation? Kabla Nikuje, have you started demonstrations? Sasa mimi na sasa mimi. Osido is the one.
Tushaanza.
Okay, bas. Anything lately? Ni hao Spice team wa Kenya wenzangu. Good morning to you, Sheshe. Collins Juma, Prezo Amenda Maju Kudu. One more Nyota fund. Ndio swali, Amenda Kudu. Italy.
Walisema ni return visit.
Oh.
That the president of Italy was here, I think, maybe, is it a year or 2 years ago? Sometime back, anyway. And that now we have to go and offer our return visit.
It's like when Jesus met Zacchaeus and he said, I'm coming to your house for tea. So now, the president has decided, you came to see us, now I'm coming to see you.
Yes.
Okay.
And they went with the CS Energy.
As well as the CS Foreign Affairs, no?
Yes.
Okay. The CS Energy, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Probably kept. It's interesting that today is the day that there would be demonstrations about the high fuel prices, and then you skip you travel to another country with the Energy CS, who is directly responsible for some of the things that people are protesting about.
Who is supposed to receive the petition from the demonstrators?
Is it just coincidence?
Maybe.
Or they had planned this for a minute. It was not
You know, the demos were communicated well in advance. So anybody who wanted to do anything in between, including going to visit our neighbors, you'd easily just plan a visit and you go.
So Collins asks a pertinent question. Amanda Kudu.
Could return a visit.
Okay, could return a visit. There's your answer. Hey, God in heaven. Okay, sour. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. And let's please ride on all the welcoming protocols. Even if you join us later, we are welcoming you with open arms and thank you for joining us in the room.
Yes.
Izakale, did you greet and I refuse to greet you? Wait a minute. It's not possible. I didn't see you. Oh my goodness. I didn't see you. Izakale, but I've told everybody that you're here. Thanks for skipping my greeting. I didn't see you. I missed you personally. I missed you too, man. But thank you so much for being here every morning. Where is that greeting? Highlight it, copy it, paste it, put it again. And I'll stop in the middle of anything and greet you properly as you should be greeted.
Yeah.
All right. At this point, let's look into the headlines because there are quite some for us to look through this morning. A lot is going on. We'll start on Kenya's bold newspaper, The Standard. Battle lines drawn. ODM has escalated its 2027 political positioning, rejecting zoning arrangements and vowing to field candidates from the presidency to the ward level. A declaration that intensifies its contest with UDA while exposing deep fault lines within the party over its relationship with President William Ruto, its participation in the broad-based government, and who ultimately controls the electoral strategy going into the next general election. Let me tell you something.
Tell me, do.
If it walks like a duck, if it makes a quacking sound, if it has webbed feet and a broad bill, if it floats on the water and its action underwater is feet moving that you cannot see.
Yes.
Let me tell you something, Osido.
Please do.
It is not a camel. It's a what?
A crocodile. But you just mentioned clothes and water. It's a duck.
You want to come and tell people that you got into this wonderful relationship where both of you had a rebound. Both of you were rebounding.
Yeah.
Both of you picked the next chick in the bar. And then you want to come and make us believe that this is a thing of holy matrimony and we should all believe and swallow. It doesn't take long for the fishes to start to show. Because somebody makes a statement and then all of you got your knickers in a bunch and you're saying, no, in fact, zoning, no zoning. Even you, your SG should be removed. You told us to remove our SG. Blah, 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 and blah.
Ndusi ungoje kwanza.
Oh, sorry, please.
Where is the 10-point agenda?
Which one?
Where is the sauti ya mwananchi kwa hii sasa?
Oh, no.
The marriage is not about the children now.
We will field candidates from the ward level to the presidency. Kitambo, when people were being told, who told you that ODM will not have a presidential candidate in 2027? Mulikuwa wapi? Me, I don't feel sorry for anybody.
No, honestly, for me, ODM just needs to get back to the original foundation. Do you know what the original foundation is? Speak for the people.
Bas.
I do not know what they said about the fuel prices.
They didn't.
I do not know what they're saying about victim compensation.
They are not.
I do not know what they're saying about Kim and the people who graduated, the graduates.
How do you want me to talk about Kim when tunataka zoning?
Tunataka power.
Sasa hatutaki power, tunataka heshima.
Yeah, so ODM, these battle lines that have been drawn are good, but I believe that the power of the party lies in the original foundation. This is where most of the followers of the original ODM will miss the former prime minister.
Yep. And it's showing, you guys, it's showing. I'm telling you, it's actually showing. And it's going to be very interesting to see what happens over the next couple of days. Because the children are already fighting. In this case, I don't even know who mommy and daddy are at this point. But it's going to show. That's for sure. It's going to show. All right. Izakale, I've seen your greeting. I'm sorry, bro. A very good morning to you. I told you I'll stop in the middle of anything when we see it and greet you properly. And I hope you're doing well. Karibu sana, bro. Thank you for joining us. We need you to be part of these conversations.
Yes.
So that's what it is on the front page of the Standard. The battle lines have been drawn. It's going to be a very interesting, not weeks, days. The things that are going to happen over the next couple of days. If you had invested your heart, soul, and emotions in this dog and pony show, my friend, you'll be left out to dry.
So this zoning or no zoning, what does zoning do?
So because they're trying to say that in certain parts that you should not field particular candidates because we're in a broad-based agreement. For example, the deputy president has already been left for certain people.
Yes.
That in this place where perhaps we have a stronghold, then you shouldn't field people because you leave it for this other part. So they said, excuse me, zone who, zone what? We will field from everywhere. We don't want this zoning thing. Okay? And the person who happened to be talking about the zoning is your SG.
Yeah.
And we don't want Atutaki.
So you zone a place, say you zone Siaya and you zone Rarieda, where I come from. You zone it, but you still have 10 candidates running on the same ticket. How do you zone off people?
Exactly.
In a democracy where anybody can field anywhere, including as an independent candidate. Of course, there are pros and cons. There are advantages and disadvantages. I believe that probably UDA is looking at the bigger picture.
Yes.
Because you zone it off and you look at the popularity of the parties vis-a-vis the candidates right now.
Yeah.
Chances that UDA might get wins in ODM strongholds are very high.
Exactly.
Because ODM has not done enough to be able to strengthen, local structures, the support for its people, candidates or rather aspirants. So the fear is ultimately in when we get to Bunge.
Yes.
How many MPs National Assembly
That's
will
it.
have?
At the end of the day, it's
governors?
control.
So
It's control. Simbarati said, we're not interested in the control.
Yeah.
What did Ali Hassan Joho say? Kama ni kitu mambo ya pesa tutaleta. Kama ni nini. Okay.
Yeah, support your candidates.
Who
Just
told you?
support them.
We go back to what Edwin Sifuna has been saying. Who told you? And it didn't even... Anyway.
And he keeps putting on that T-shirt almost everywhere,
Yes,
including in Nakuru.
In Nakuru, he did.
Told you?
And that's just on page 1 of the Standard.
Yeah.
If you look onto page 2, there's a story about a tactless diplomat, the growing tensions and gaffes at the foreign ministry. The PS Foreign Affairs is one... Korir Singoe, and they're telling us how a storm is brewing in Kenya's Ministry of Foreign Affairs, with some ambassadors and senior officials accusing PS Singoe of arrogance and dragging the country's diplomacy to an unprecedented low. Wololo. Well, we'll look into the details of that. Yeah. Teachers plan strike over Shah, but expectations remain unclear. One of the expectations, what you might think that it's very complicated, is that teachers, surprise, surprise, just want to go to hospital and have medical treatment and medicine.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just let it work.
That's it. They don't want anything fancy. They don't want to ride on a rocket to the moon. Yeah. They just want to be able to go to hospital and be treated and not have to pay an extra coin apart from what has been deducted from their salary.
Yeah.
How about that? Does it sound like really, really surprising that that's what somebody would want? Okay.
Let it work.
Just let it work. Zoning or no zoning, we do not fear anyone. Define ODM vows. Somebody's roaring. Okay. That'll be fun to watch, like I said, over the next couple of days. Not weeks, but days. So there's a fellow called Gaucho. His name already just sounds...
like Gaucho.
It sounds like Gaucho. And he says, I'm up to the task. He says he's defending his appointment to the hospital board. First of all, sir, spell hospital board. Let's start there.
Yeah.
Spell hospital board. Tell us what you think needs to be done on a hospital board. He says he's up to the task. Okay, another thing that will unfold in a very... You guys, my father used to say, when things are happening and everybody wants to shout and start running about, my father would say, wait.
Yeah.
Just wait. You want to start... wait. In all these things, whether it's ODM, whether it's who, wait.
But honestly, because I have interacted with almost all the board members of the health facilities in Nairobi, 98% of those people are health technicians.
You would imagine.
They are doctors, they are medical superintendents, they are people who have track records, in the health sector.
Whose shadow has darkened the walls of some institute that would then mean they were versed in some knowledge of the medical field. Something.
Then suddenly, Gaucho shows up.
Ah.
What is the justification, really? Is it just political rewards?
Yes.
Like, oh yeah, you make too much noise at
Yes.
our 90, so come and sit here.
Si tuseme ukweli, Osido.
But even so, just show some sense of, yes, I want to learn, I have some value, and this is what I'm offering. Tell us that, yes, you understand SHA and that you'll be able to help.
Okay, spell SHA.
Shusha.
Even spell it. Spell SHA.
Yeah, spell SHA, Gaucho. Spell SHA. Show value.
Hey,
you know?
Jermaine.
Yeah, just tell us you're up to the task, and then let's see something much more better and bigger.
I know.
Yeah.
While that's happening, Murkomen, who happens to be the CS Interior, and Douglas Kanja, who is the police superintendent, Abi?
Yeah.
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 Sorry. Inspector General of Police, not superintendent, that's a different word. They've been summoned over the rising case of insecurity in the country to come and tell us what exactly is happening. State proposes up to 4 million shillings reparations for protest victims. That is a conversation that continues. NTSA tightens school transport safety rules ahead of reopening. I don't know what that means in terms of tightening it. I don't know. Yeah, so then we go into some of the opinion pages in the Standard. A lot more, and like I said, that's just the first few pages of the Standard. Get yourself a copy of the Standard newspaper today. You can subscribe to the Standard e-paper and get all your news right in your hand. All right, you want to look into The Nation?
Oh yeah, the Daily Nation. Why UN fears for this Kenyan's life? So there is an image, a photo there of a gentleman, and they're saying that Clement Muiruri Kamau, a human rights activist, has been documenting atrocities committed at the vast Del Monte pineapple plantation in Thika and has reported persistent persecution. His case has drawn the attention of Miss Mary Lawler, the UN Special Rapporteur on Human Rights Defenders, who has petitioned the Kenyan government. So the big story is on page 4 and 5. You can have a look at it. And then we have an image of Mheshimiwa Gachagua there. Gachagua rackets up pressure on fuel protests. And so he says that former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua yesterday warned President William Ruto to brace for street protests if the government does not implement measures to further reduce the fuel prices.
Okay.
He claimed the prices can be reduced by half if profiteers are eliminated from the supply chain. By half.
Who said this?
By the way, did you listen to the president at this church on Sunday? Saying,
Yes, I did.
Our fuel is this because we are middle income, and that those people are least developed, and that, we have more roads, we have more vehicles on the roads.
Yeah.
So our fuel has to be very expensive.
It doesn't, but okay.
It is well.
My God.
Page 2, the Tuju story continues.
Yeah.
Court declines to grant order stopping arrest of lawyer in Tuju case. And so there is 1 million amount lawyer Kimani Wachira claims former CS Raphael Tuju presented at a meeting to frame him. And the High Court has declined to certify as urgent a petition by Nairobi lawyer Kimani Wachira seeking to block his arrest and prosecution over 1 million shillings alleged to bribe a judge. All right, you can look at that and follow the story. On the same page, we have a big photo of our National Assembly, so members of the National Assembly during a past session at Parliament, and inside the silent transfer of power when MPs fall sick. And the story is that the Speaker visited Eileen Kwanza MP Wanyonyi in India, dismissed rumors about his death. Wow, this is an interesting story you can pick up from there. Page 3 of The Nation. Staff sue multinationals after maternity job losses. So there is a court that is finding labor laws that were infringed, grants firm a stay of execution until the appeal is determined. This is about aggrieved employees that have moved to court to seek legal redress. Something interesting that we can read from there. Page 4, again, back to the story on the headlines, where you can look at these fears of life of an activist who is exposing rights violations. Page 6 of the Daily Nation, again, Mheshimiwa Rigathi Gachagua there, prepare for fuel protests, Ruto told. You can read that on the Daily Nation. And last but not least, on page 8, police win hearts, minds of Haitians. And our police officers came back, right?
Okay. Yes, they did, and it was interesting to see the pictures coming out of Port-au-Prince, because it was the people of the city were really appreciative to the Kenyan police for what they did, and it was a good goodbye. I think it was great to see that. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, and there's a photo there of actually what you're saying, where civilians in Haiti block Kenyan police officers from the National Police Service as they attempt to leave St. Mark and Port Saint, warning they would be exposed to gangs if the mission ends. So again, it's a big story, almost half page of page 8 of the Daily Nation, where we have our police officers winding up their operations in troubled nation of Haiti. Yeah. And I hope we have lessons to learn, especially with the gangs that are growing up.
I think that, absolutely.
In our country here.
And I also think that there are lessons to be learned about what you can do when you focus on something.
Yeah.
That it was very clear that this mission to Haiti, there was a lot of protest to it of why send Kenyan police officers to another country when you have so many things to sort out here. And I was one of those who joined that, and I said, you know what? Why would you do that? Why would you send? No, I wasn't going to.
I thought you were going to say that you're one of those who went.
No. Why would you do that? And I said, come on, don't you have enough issues? But you know what? And I think it was good that they went. You know why? Because you have proven that when you focus on something, you can actually achieve it if you do everything that needs to be done to get there. And so if you would take that same spirit that these men and women have portrayed on this side and apply it here, you can actually do some amazing things. I would say kudos to the boys and girls who did this work. But then you can also say, can you take that same laser point focus and apply it to the things that need to happen in your country? You would be miles ahead because you have the personnel, you have the resources.
With time, the books that are going to be written by those gallant officers, they will tell us the stories.
They will.
Including the pacts, the arrangements between the US and Kenya, what Kenya stood to benefit then and probably stands to benefit in future. And particularly, utumishi kwa wote, as we are saying today on the Situation Room, is whether lessons have been learned to help deal with the goonism that we see in Kenya.
Yeah, and then we can pretend that it doesn't exist, but we know that it exists, and that there are people who are paying other people to cause harm on the lives of others, to the lives of others, cause death, cause injury, cause trauma, and that you sit as you live and breathe, and that you know that you are the reason behind this. Let me tell you, it's not a book thing, Osido. It will not be well with you. It will not, and I'm not saying Osido, I'm saying the person, because the people who are doing this thing, who goons are us, goons for hire, you want to pay people to cause harm because you think that it's going to help you politically, you cause harm to another life. It will not be well with you. This is not a books, pen and paper thing.
I was very happy with the people of Kisumu, otherwise called Yo Kisumu, who decided to identify the goons that attacked Mheshimiwa Osotsi. And they said, but these are people we know.
We know them.
Is this not so-and-so? Is this not so-and-so? This is where they stay.
Love to see it.
That is purely what community policing should be doing. Our politicians who are calling out P.S. Raymond, I think that they are taking us for a ride. You have all it takes to probably summon the P.S. to your committee of security and foreign affairs and ask him to answer questions. And that if you want to use him as an excuse, he's also human. He's a government officer who can decide to also speak.
True.
So whether PS is sponsoring or not, parliamentarians, let's not politicize this security issue.
And whether he's the blue-eyed boy of the president or not. If there is a question, ask it.
Stop using rallies and funerals and, even sometimes making the bereaved look like, why did you even invite them? Have you seen how they are disorganizing certain funerals and burial ceremonies?
Unfortunately.
Quite unfortunate and uncouth.
Uncouth, that's the word. So, in case you thought we were out of the water, Billions, deadlines, and dreams is what is on the front page of the Star.
Yeah.
Kenyans AFCON Stadium rush. I drove by the Talanta Stadium a couple of weeks ago. I have to tell you, it's a monstrosity of a thing. If finished and finished well, it's actually going to be beautiful. It reminds me of some of the iconic buildings, and I'm not even talking about the world, around Africa, some of the theatre that you see in South Africa, the National Theatre in Lagos, this Talanta Stadium, if it's done right, it's actually beautiful.
Yeah.
My problem is that, first of all, you're spending more money than you ought to on the thing, and so you have to wonder if the contractors are doing their thing, and you've paid billions of shillings to then be able to host the tournament.
Yeah.
But will you meet up? Will you meet up? If you do, this could actually be an iconic thing for Kenya. So it's interesting that nears completion with round-the-clock works. People are working night and day to have this thing finished. Remember, AFCON is in 2027. Okay, and it's a tripartite hosting of Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. And people are saying, but didn't we just host AFCON? No, you didn't. You hosted CHAN. Okay, so AFCON now is for your national team players, whether they play for club or country that they're chosen to play in AFCON. CHAN is your local clubs. So you're wondering, didn't we just host it? No. You hosted something else, and now you get the chance to host AFCON. So round the clock to figure that out. Senate seeks EACC probe as counties fail to account for billions. Surprise, surprise.
Yeah.
Good God.
Wow.
Which way ODM? Internal rifts, UDA clashes test the party. And I don't know who's going to pass this one. There's a picture of the president taking a selfie. Hey! He was touring... He was touring the Talanta Stadium. He was maybe, I don't know if he had that thing. You know how nowadays you walk into the city and people, everywhere you go, somebody's holding a stick with a phone on it, filming themselves. Looks like that's what he was doing. And I guess he's happy with the progress. So Senate is still saying, call us what you want to call us. You spent the money. We want to know how you spent it. Account for it. And we're taking no prisoners. Well, in this case, they just might.
Yeah.
Really quickly onto the business, and we look at one story. Business Daily tells us about how broke and jobless graduates have a 90 billion shilling HELB default rate. Yikes.
Wow.
Because we know that HELB is a rolling fund in the sense that you pay, more people get access to money, you keep paying, the interest goes back into the fund. But and the thought that is that after you graduate, you will get a job that enables you to pay. But if you don't get a job, or you're not able to start a sustainable business because you didn't have access to credit, which is what government is supposed to be doing in terms of making a conducive environment. If that doesn't happen, you can't pay help. See what I mean? The cycle is vicious.
But what really happened, because, this discussion, we keep having it in some town halls out there and about youth employment and employability. And sometimes you have our elders standing up and saying, me, when those days when we were going to school, in fact, when you graduate, you already have a letter. A letter of appointment to go and work here or there. Of course, lots of things have happened. But what really has happened? That today we have hundreds of thousands to millions of young people who cannot just get jobs.
I don't know.
Sort of affairs is...
And the thing is that
good,
it's actually not government's work. It's not when government comes out and says we're going to create 100,000 jobs. It's not your job to create jobs.
A better atmosphere.
You're supposed to create an environment where some of these things then can happen.
Yes.
Now that environment is what you don't have.
Yeah.
You need to create it. That's what we keep talking about. And so, you ask. That's an interesting question that you ask.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to write something about that because why? Why are we still in this situation?
Yeah.
Of course, I was home for a couple of weeks and I see the situation where the entrepreneurial spirit in people has risen because that environment has not been created. So people have to fight for themselves, but are still having to pay allegiance to government in way of taxes. Not cool, man.
It's quite unfortunate. And then you come up with many programs, Nyota, Youth Fund, Women Fund, Uwezo Fund, all these funds. And can't we just think about, industrial aggregation? You have an idea, we take you in, help you grow it.
Yep.
And then value chain.
And it's interesting because there is an office in this country called KIPRA. KIPRA actually does that and does it well.
Yeah.
But one of the things about government that they do very poorly is communication of the things that they do well.
Yeah.
So I wish that more people would then be able to fall under that program. But who knows that KIPRA exists to do that thing that you're talking about?
And even the KIPes, the County Aggregation Industrial Parks, where I would then expect that young people out there would walk into parks like what is happening in Konza.
Yeah.
And then you have an idea, it's properly grown, and you get money out of it.
These are the questions. And as we look into the headlines, these are the questions that we will ask. It's not just a story, but there's something that lies beneath it. And that's why it's important for us to talk about these things as we ask ourselves the question at 7:01. Good morning.
At 7 o'clock.
On the world, 94.4 Spice FM. This is the Situation Room, the only way to start